Good morning. This is just a video to support the testing I'm starting with the Pellet Pro Patriot this morning. I am going to be firing it up and doing several tests. Going to see how long it takes to get to minimum temperature, low temp, and settle. I will then be jacking it up to 275 to see how long it takes to get up to 275 and stabilize. And then I'll be running it at 275 for an hour to see how stable it is. And then I'll be cranking it up to see how high it possibly can get on the high setting. Once I'm done testing the Patriot Pro, I will be removing it and using the same setup to test the Savannah Stoker. Okay, we have fire. I'm gonna let the smoke clear out here. As you can see, there's where my probe is. It's right next to the factory probe. And I did calibrate them so they were the same. Just gonna get some of this bad smoke out of here. All right, so the test is starting at 7:24 a.m. Just a couple of disclaimers. This is being done in a Z-Grills 1000. So your results may vary based on grill size and other things, but I wanted to just do some testing on my own and share with everyone. All right, little update here. Our temps are showing about 10 degrees difference, but the lowest that I saw on the Inkbird was 166, and that was at 7:59 a.m. So that was after 35 minutes. And we got 165, 166 on the display of the Pellet Pro. And I just want to get a video of the smoke here really quick before I increase it. There was quite a bit on the way down. And maybe I should have got a better video of that, but maybe we'll do some smoke testing at a different time. So now I'm gonna go up to 275. And we're gonna let it go. And we'll be back. All right, we are coming up here on the 1 hour mark. Just want everybody to take a look at the probes again and see how close they are. They are fairly close. So the graphs are okay. I am gonna go ahead and fire this baby up. I hope I don't regret this because I'm gonna have to let it cool down after, and it's gonna be getting warmer out here. So hopefully I can get testing on this fan in yet. So here we go, setting max. I am going to let this go for, 30 minutes. We'll see where it goes. And then I'm gonna come in and shut her down and swap out controllers and start her up again. Okay, we saw 493 on this thing here, 495 now. Seems like the Pellet Pro wanted to stop at 480 at its max gauge temp, which makes sense. It's a safety thing probably. Of course, I'm not going to shut this off. I'm going to let it cool down to 270 and then I'm going to shut it down because this thing is hot. But anyway, that's pretty impressive. I'm running the Bear Mountain Hickory right now because I don't really use them for cooking that much anymore. I got a couple other blends that I prefer over this one, so I thought I'd burn them down today for testing. So after we get this cooled down, I'll switch out the controller and we'll be back. I still have quite a while to wait on the cool down here because I want to make sure that the grill gets back down to ambient temperature. It's still up at 80. So I thought I'd give you guys a look at both these controllers. There's a couple of differences. I guess the main one being the connections for the RTD probe. On the Savannah Stoker, they are here on the end. If I can get this thing to focus. Let's see, right here on the end. And you can use a wire or you can use the stock connection. Both seem to work fine. This unit actually does come with a different RTD probe, but I did use the one from Z-Grills. And then we've got the Pellet Pro. And on the Pellet Pro, RTD gets connected on these two right here. And then of course you've got your power auger This is for the heat probe, sorry, the element. And then the green, of course, is for the fan. They're not labeled as good on the Savannah Stoker, but they are labeled on the back here. And then I labeled my own on the unit, but the only place they're labeled on the Z-Grill otherwise is on the stock controller, but they're pretty easy to determine what they are. Some easy cheats on these. The easy cheats, the one for the heat probe has like a protector on the wire. The fan is yellow. Of course, you got the RTD. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get the Savannah in and get this fired up again. Okay, we are back. I have the Savannah Stoker installed into the Z-Grill. I did clean the grill and I did properly install everything with zip ties, so it did take me a little bit. The grill is down to 76 now. Ambient is around 60 yet, so it's still got a ways to go, but I'm gonna fire it back up. I don't think it's that much of an advantage. I have no doubts that the Stoker is gonna be able to keep up, so I'm gonna fire it up. And this unit is immediately gonna go to 180, but I'm gonna drop that down to, I'll just set it at 160 and we'll see if it'll get to 160 or if it can, if it'll get down to 160, which was as low as the Patriot did. If it does, actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and set this to 150 right away. I don't think it'll get to 150, but we'll see what happens. So the grill is reading about 3 degrees higher right now than the probe, but they were calibrated before, and I have confidence that they will still meet back up again. You can see they're leveling out still a little bit here. So I didn't want to change much between the two tests other than the controller so that everything was the same. So everything else is going to remain the same. And I'm going to shut this off right now. So I'll post the graphs on this one, and I'll post maybe a video and update after I get this one over temp. Okay, so I just wanted to catch up here. I did just start the test. I started at about 10:05 a.m. I had a technical issue, and I had to actually take down the grill again because I wasn't getting fire. I found that somehow I had accidentally pulled the ignition rod slightly back out of the fire pod again, so I had to do some work. Anyway, the rod's back to normal, we've got fire, and we've got temps coming up, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back here. I'm calling low temp on the Savannah Stoker at 168 on the controller right now, 173 on the Inkbird. The lowest I saw on the Inkbird was a 169. Ambient temp is about the same. I will say that these are both at the stock settings. The Savannah Stoker could have been tweaked a little bit, probably to get that a little bit lower, and I know the Stoker owners and fans right now are screaming. They're saying, you probably could put it in cold smoke, and you could have, turn the minimum auger time down. I know. This is just stock settings. This is what I'm reporting right now. So, we can measure spoons or whatever later. So, I am going to set this one up now to 275 and run it. So, go ahead and move this. Slowly but surely. Could have done that better. 10:30. So here we go. Catch you in a minute. Okay, coming up on 11:30 here, and we are at 274, 273 on the display, and 283 on the Inkbird. And the graphs look good. Smooth as butter. I'm actually really impressed. And now I am going to go ahead and crank this baby up. I am going to do what they call go grill mode. and you just press auger and it will go 100%. And it is now in go grill mode, and we will see where it goes. Okay, Savannah Stoker Max Go Grill with Bear Mountain Hickory. Looks like it hit 491 at 1.486 is where it's settled down here. I'm gonna call it though, just because I got a lot of smoke here. And even though my grill's clean, I don't necessarily think I need to go 500 degrees just for this. If I had a piece of meat on, I was trying to sear, it'd be a little bit different, but I don't want to take a chance of a burn back just for a stupid video. So anyway, I am gonna let this cool back down and get to video editing. So check you guys later.